Okay, in this example it says consider y equals the square root of x. Okay, so this is what the square root of x looks like. We talked about this in the first semester. Okay, find the gradient of the tangent, this blue line, at the point where x equals 1. Okay, so here's x equals 1. The point on the graph that corresponds to x equals 1 is right here, and this is the tangent of the at that point. Okay, and then part B says find the point on this curve on y equals root x at which the tangent has a gradient of 1/4. Okay, so let's see, how would I do part A here? Okay, part A says find the gradient of the tangent. Well, what is the gradient of the tangent at a specific point? That's really just the derivative, isn't it? So if my let's say f of x, okay, let's write it in terms that we're familiar with. F of x is really just root x, right? And that's x to the 1/2. Okay, now it's ready to be differentiated. So we really are looking for, this is really saying what is f prime of x? What's the derivative at the point x equals 1? So we need to find the derivative, and then we're going to substitute x equals 1 into there. Okay, so this is 1/2 x to the minus 1/2, and now we need to know what is f prime of 1. Okay, what is the derivative right at that point? Because this tells me the derivative anywhere on this graph. So I just substitute in 1. Okay, 1 to the power of anything is just 1, so this is 1/2. All right. Okay, for part B, find the point on y equals the square root of x at which the tangent has a gradient of 1/4. Okay, so what this is saying is, where on this graph will the tangent line have a gradient of 1/4? Could it be here? Okay, could it be here? Is it that line? Is it that line? Where is the x value? What is the point where the tangent line will result in a gradient of 1/4? Okay, so to find this, it's basically saying if the gradient is 1/4, then that's the same value as f prime of x, isn't it? So it's saying what is this? What is the x value? What is the x and y value? Really, we're asked to find what is x and f of x, right? Because that's the point. That's the point. What is x and f of x when f prime of x is equal to 1/4? Okay, so that's really what we're asked to find. So since I have a formula over here for f prime of x, okay, f prime of x is going to be equal to 1/2 x to the minus 1/2, which actually is, let's make this a little bit easier to read. That's 1/2 root x. Okay, just using laws of exponents. So 1/4 is equal to 1/2 root x. Okay, if I cross multiply here, I get 2 root x is equal to, okay, cross multiply and I get 4. So root x is equal to 2. All right. Now root x is equal to 2. So since I want to get x, I need to square both sides. So if I square both sides, I get x is equal to 4. Okay. So x is equal to 4. That's going to be my x coordinate. So it's going to be way over here. Okay. It's going to be way over here. And I need to find the point here, okay, that corresponds to that, and that I find by just plugging it into y equals root x. So at x equals 4, y equals root 4, right, root x, which is just 2, okay? So the point is actually going to be 4, 2. The point is 4, 2, okay?